So, I actually want to ask about before you went to the personal development course back in 1998, which maybe then was not really in the face of other people. Now it's everywhere, personal development,
Yeah.
right? You can see it anywhere, everywhere. It almost became a hype. Maybe it is a hype. So I want to ask this, like, for the people that are listening and watching this, like, you did not first realize it was an addiction until you got there. You were like, "Hey, addiction," but how would you define as a addiction therapist addiction? When does become something? When would you call something addiction?
When it's causing you a lot of pain and unmanageability in your life, like someone that's overeating, when that person gets to a certain size and, maybe the health issues kick in and they can't, they can't do certain things a fit, slim person would do. They do something about it. Again, it's pain. You hit your rock bottom. Anyone in their addictions needs to hit a rock bottom, and that rock bottom equals pain. And that's what
Mm.
happened to me. And with that pain, it usually wakes you up, gives you a level of self-awareness, and you actually see the problem instead of deny the problem. Because these people that are overeating and over drinking and over gaming and over vaping and over smoking, they actually don't believe they've got a problem. This is the thing. It's like they have to accept they have a problem. If you go and ask someone that's clearly got an addiction problem in whichever area, overworking, they'll probably tell you they don't have.
What is usually the underlying things? That big picture you said, like, it was never about alcohol. It was like something that was underlying the alcohol,
That's
that
correct.
was solved by alcohol. What are the common things? Is it like the traumas we have had in our childhood, or anything? Gabriel Mate talks a lot about this, our traumas, and also how easily things are called trauma while
Mm,
it is not even a trauma. So what would you say to that? Like, why is the covering of, like,
mm.
with alcohol, with sex, with drugs, with overeating, with it's sometimes undereating with some women,
Yeah, sure.
that have eating disorders. So what is usually underlying?
I
That is my first. And then let's say we notice that, we realize, we kind of acknowledge to ourselves, this is really going on in me. What could be a next step to take? But first of all, what is underlying?
a lot of them are different. Like some of them are self-esteem. Some of them are self-sabotaging and self-esteem. Some people have got relationship issues, underneath the addiction. Some of them have got deep traumas, like being sexually abused and really deep, deep traumas. Some of them have had bad childhoods, been brought up in a bad home, and so I'm zeroing in the areas. So masked on top of this is an addiction problem, an overeating, undereating, uh, drug and alcohol or gaming. Sex addictions is huge now too. Underneath that, that's just a label. That's just the symptom. I'm not interested in their symptom. I really mean that.
Hmm.
I'm listening to them what they're saying, but their symptom. But I'm looking for the problem, the belief, the core belief, and belief, and I'm digging deep. I'm listening to what they're saying. I'm drinking too much. But why are they drinking too much? Is the low self-esteem, the trauma from the past, the sexual abuse that they received as a child, the skeletons in the closet. They've all got skeletons in the closet that they're going to take to the grave with them. I want the ones that are going to take to the grave with them. I want those secrets, and that's what I'm digging for.